let me nail this down before I launch on it. You are leaning towards saying if Aaron Rodgers beats Tom Brady head-to-head, he will have a very strong case that he is the GOAT.
I believe he's a better quarterback. Now, GOAT status is going to probably take him another Super Bowl. But I believe he's a better quarterback. See, Skip, I believe two things are operating here. Brady is the more accomplished. I believe Rodgers is a better player. That's just me.
Okay, this is just me. I would like to apologize publicly to Tom Brady for doing this topic on the show. I don't know who comes up with these questions. I'm embarrassed. I'm humiliated for the sake of our show that we're having to do this. But again, you have made this case. You have leaned toward this case for the 4 years I've worked with you.
Yeah, we're going to be 5 in September.
We're coming up on 5 years. And all I know is I just wish this is going to be an epic battle. And I wish our network, Fox, would promote this, would tease this as GOAT versus phony GOAT.
No, because that's true.
Aaron Rodgers is even a phonier GOAT than LeBron is to Jordan. I can at least sort of stomach your LeBron case because at least he has won 4 championships, lost 6, but he's won 4.
Right.
Aaron's played in 1 championship game in his life, and it was 10 years ago, and he did win it. Give you that. So he's 1-0.
About to play another one in 2 weeks.
Okay, well, he may well do that because he is favored to win up on his frozen tundra. This has been his lifelong career dream. I want 1 championship game at Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And all Devontae talks about every time he opens his mouth, he's talking about how the visiting team will not be able to open their mouths in the cold because it's so cold you can't even speak to each other.
Right.
Okay, so you got what you wanted. They are favored by around 4-ish points. I give you that. They should win this game. But at this moment, as we speak, I'm sorry, it is laughable and insulting to Tom Brady that we're even talking about this because think about what this man has just achieved. You could argue it's the greatest achievement of his GOAT career. All he did was get pushed out the back door in New England by the quote-unquote GOAT coach. That's way overrated, who just got exposed, Bill Belichick. And he said, I think I'll go to Tampa. And the NFL world said, you what? You're going to Tampa Bay, the Succaneers, who have the worst winning percentages of franchise in all of sports for their life.
But what did Pro Football Focus say about their receiving core?
Okay, but again,
that's what he benefits from.
2 Pro Bowl receivers last year, but with those 2 Pro Bowl receivers, they went 7-9.
Right.
And as a team, they led the NFL in giveaways, in turnovers, right?
Yes.
And they led the NFL in penalties.
Yes.
And Tom said, watch this. And he turned them into one of the more efficient offenses. And guess who has the best turnover differential in all of football as we speak right now? How about the Succaneers? Tom Brady just did that. He went down there, and I keep telling you, it took all year long, but he finally got it. He brought it to a boil right on schedule in December. He turned the Succaneers into the Patriots. He instilled and installed the Patriot way in Tampa Bay. And all of a sudden, they're starting to look Patriot-like as they go up to Lambeau Field to play in, you're kidding, the NFC Championship game? He did that. He's 43 years of age, and he lifted that franchise. He transformed that franchise from losers into winners. And are they a threat to win this game? You better believe they're a threat to win this game on both sides of the ball. And he taught all those receivers, you are going to have to sacrifice your Pro Bowls because they got no Pro Bowlers.
Right. For
us to get to the promised land, because the Super Bowl this year is in our building. It's at our stadium. No, it's never happened before that a home team played in the Super Bowl, and I'm sure that was the carrot that Brady dangled in front of all their noses all year long. We could be the first team ever to do this.
Right.
And they're right on schedule, and they got a shot. Your team is favored, and it should win. But when you step back from this, the only case you can make for Aaron Rodgers is he's the cooler thrower of the football.